From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest, or welcome to Good Morning Northwest if you're just tuning in. We have the potential for frost again for tonight, and then rain is going to be possible Halloween night into Saturday. More rain possible for Monday through Wednesday of next week, and high temperatures mostly staying put in the 50s for lower elevations. Wind gusts not really a thing for this morning. They were yesterday morning, but they've since calmed down, and temperatures have since gone way down, back into the 20s and 30s for lower elevations, 36 for Walla Walla, but below freezing for the Tri-Cities, and then going up the interstate to Sunnyside, Yakima, and Ellensburg. So up and down that corridor might be a little bit frosty this morning. All of us need a heavier jacket as you're headed out the front door. Here's your day planner forecast for this day before Halloween. We'll be in the low to mid 40s around lunchtime. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny at that point, but clouds building for the warmest part of the day as we'll end up in the 40s and 50s, and more clouds for tomorrow, and then rain chances for Halloween night into Saturday. I'll show you the rain chances for that trick-or-treating time frame coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, we have an update on that shooting happened at a house party in Pasco. Police now saying arrests have been made in connection to that shooting. We'll let you know where they were found and who police say they are.
Plus, a man from Yakima found guilty of illegally trafficking elk and then selling them on the black market. We have the details on his sentence and what else he's been ordered to do.
And it's almost Halloween, and we've got some info on a trunk or treat happening tonight at WSU Tri-Cities. All things spooky straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Thursday, October 30th. A lot to get to this morning, talking about, of course, Halloween prep, what the weather's going to be like, and some events going on as well.
That's right. We do want to start with continuing coverage on a story that we've been tracking all week long, and this is regarding the shooting at a house party in Pasco. We're now learning 2 people have been arrested in connection to this.
Yeah, so you may remember this all happened last weekend. According to Pasco police, 2 people have been arrested. Those 2 people are Osman Morales Salto and Brian Panduro Valenzuela, and they've both been charged on 6 counts of assault each.
Morales Salto was arrested Tuesday in Pullman, and Panduro Valenzuela was arrested in Idaho and is awaiting extradition back to Franklin County. Pasco police first told us about the shooting Sunday morning, and they originally told us 5 people had been hurt. They have since updated that number to 6 with information released just yesterday.
Yeah, so several agencies across the region have been involved in this investigation. Police say everyone who was hurt in this shooting is expected to make a full recovery. We'll, of course, keep you updated on anything new that comes out of this investigation.
Turning now to a crime alert, a Yakima County man has been found guilty of illegal elk trafficking. Wildlife officials say 52-year-old Braden Tequil was sentenced in Kittitas County to 14 days in jail, and he's also been ordered to pay thousands in fines and restitution. According to investigators, he sold dozens of elk on the black market in Washington and Oregon, and that's until undercover officers caught him in a sting operation. Authorities say the illegal trade puts serious strain on the state's wildlife population.
Making a difference now in Walla Walla, a set of keys has officially changed a family's life. It all happened with the help of Hayden Homes and First Story's unique home loan application. Take a look at this. Leticia Lung, a mother of 4, was at risk of being homeless a year ago. She'd been relying on her parents for shelter. And then on Christmas Day, she felt the magic of the season and decided to apply for a Hayden home through First Story using a link that you can find on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. So fast forward now to yesterday. After years of renting, she finally received the keys to her very own home, and it's a moment that has left her speechless.
Very overwhelming feeling to be renters for most of my adult life, and to be able to say that I myself was able to purchase a home through First Story is an amazing feeling. It's something that I didn't see that possible in at least a few years, so to be able to enjoy this time with my daughter, who's only going to be around, she plans to go to college.
Young encourages anyone who may be struggling to find their home to hold on to hope, because she says when you least expect it, everything can just fall right into place.
And it is Halloween, and I love spooky things. You kind of like spooky things. Some things.
I don't like to be scared. Like, I don't
Right.
like a jump scare.
And I don't
like
wanna
things
scare you
coming
'cause
out at me.
you'll
Yeah,
be knocked to the
like
ground.
that's a good way to get hands on, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't like that. But I do like this.
Okay.
Some people might think it's spooky, but
But if you're a fan,
I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, it's a place you probably wouldn't want to go to otherwise. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz has a look at a unique spot you can celebrate Halloween at, so take a look.
Halloween is right around the corner, and as a reporter, I wanted to cover a scary story this week, and it's led me to a place that I didn't quite expect. I'm talking about the Franklin County Coroner's Office, where the county can now perform autopsies on-site thanks to a new building that was finished last month. Before this new addition, the coroner's office had to travel to Benson County for autopsies and other work, sometimes in the middle of the night. And according to employees, it could be a real pain.
This is going to save us more time, be more convenient for us. You know, when you're already up middle of the night anyhow, you don't need to add another couple more hours onto that.
And so to celebrate the new building, the coroner's office hosted an open house, giving the public a chance to learn about what the new space brings to the office. This is the autopsy suite, where the coroner says that any gifts are recovered. And by gifts, McGarry and his team means anything from donors, which can include tissue, organs, and most commonly, corneas.
And the reason for that is there's things that don't affect the cornea that affect other areas of the body.
And everything has to happen fast. For any gifts to be recovered, the coroner's office only has 24 hours after the time of death to do so.
For us, it takes a significant amount of time, but we take really good care of the decedent and the family and ensure that their loved ones' gifts make it to those in need.
And if you wanted to watch, you can do it right here in this observation room, although I'm not sure if this is open to the public. And even though it's set up for the open house right now, trucks will pull in through this garage. And last but not least, this is the freezer, but don't worry, there's nobody in there. And at 33 degrees, it's actually more of a refrigerator that can hold more than 10 bodies at a time. The new building won't just make life easier for the coroner's office, but for the Tri-Cities funeral industry as well.
They can do autopsies, they can do toxicologies, and everything on site is going to be really, really helpful for not only for the coroners, but also the community.
With everything up and running, the coroner's office says that it is better prepared than ever to do its job. Reporting from Pasco, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
And most of the funding for the new building came from the American Rescue Plan.
And some of the funds even came from Franklin County as well.
I kind of want to check it out and go into the freezer.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and just lay down.
I'll stay standing.
No, I don't.
I'll stay standing.
That was a joke. Well, it is spooky season. Maybe I do want to lay down.
You were in a coffin the other day, weren't you?
Yeah, that was fun with Dan Hansen.
All right, keep it here because coming up next,
Millions of Americans could lose access to food stamps in the coming weeks, and this as we enter day 29 of the federal government shutdown. The latest developments is coming up in your national news after the break.
But first, giving you that live look outside this morning from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky camera at Richland's Columbia Point, overlooking the mighty Columbia and the paddle boat docked there at Howard Amen. When we come back, we'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. He'll have a look at your first alert forecast and how you need to plan your day.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Affordable? Check. Stylish? Check. Quality? Check, check, check. And before we rush into Black Friday like some people, Furniture Row is honoring our veterans. That means every sofa, dining group, and bed is on sale. Save $200 on our Doctor's Choice hybrid lineup, plus 48 months no interest. And for an extra salute to our heroes in uniform, military and first responders save an extra 5% and no down payment. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The Veterans Day sale on now at Furniture Row.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models. See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Ghirardelli Caramel and Chocolate. They're great on their own, but together, it's like the Watson to your Sherlock, the SpongeBob to your Patrick, the bestie to your spa day, the apprentice to your sensei. The partner to your picnic, the hero to your sidekick, the caramel to your chocolate, the chocolate to your caramel. Perfect pairs, share a square. Ghirardelli makes life a bite better.
Head to Queensgate Gardens in Richland for some fall family fun. Explore our corn and hay bale mazes, zoom down the dump truck slide, or try pumpkin archery. Get creative with pumpkin painting, go fishing, and enjoy our U-Pick flower field. Make fall memories at Queensgate Gardens.
Arizona at Dallas. Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be kind of a day. You know, yesterday we had a lot of sunshine. Today, not as much, of partly to mostly cloudy skies. And we're not going to be as warm, a little bit cooler, low to mid 50s for lower elevations and 40s and 50s up in the Cascades. High temperatures staying in this territory still over the next 7 days. I'll tell you what, the entire month of October, our temperatures have just been like steadily going down. It's been very incremental. Now, I said highs will mostly stay in the 50s. I think the caveat to that would be Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be very upper 50s to very low 60s in the Tri-Cities, but otherwise 50s and otherwise mostly below average for late October and early November. Okay, for tonight, one final night where we'll have to be concerned with frost and freezes. We're at the very end of growing season, so we're thankfully not going to have to talk about this anymore, at least until next March or April. But you see 30s, low 30s for the valleys, the basin, and portions of the foothills. So once again, you'll have to take those steps to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. Low temperature is going to stay in the 30s in the Yakima Valley. We could have some nights where we only get down into the low 40s for portions of the lower Columbia Basin. Okay, tomorrow night, that main trick-or-treating time frame is about 5, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. You can see we'll have cloudy skies. Temperature is going to be in the 40s and 50s, and there will be little rain chances. Definitely not a washout, but you might have to dodge some showers. I'll track those for you with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 6:13 in your national headlines this morning. There is growing concerns about a hunger crisis and also skyrocketing health insurance premiums as the government shutdown enters day 30.
Food banks say they're overwhelmed, and on Capitol Hill, things are getting heated as lawmakers exchange accusations about a lack of progress on negotiations. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has more.
With the government shutdown now nearing the 1-month mark, tensions flaring on Capitol Hill.
SNAP recipients shouldn't go without food. People should be getting paid in this country. And we've tried to do that 13 times. And you voted no 13 times.
42 million Americans are set to lose food assistance at the end of this week. Democrats and Republicans scrambling with dueling proposals to try to extend funding for the SNAP program, also known as food stamps. Senate Majority Leader John Thune blocking a Democratic bill to carve out funding for SNAP, saying Democrats should instead vote to reopen the government. Democrats claim the Trump administration has other ways of paying for SNAP and say they won't agree to reopen the government until Republicans extend health care subsidies to prevent premiums from skyrocketing.
We don't want to pit health care and food. They do. We think you can have both.
Americans on Obamacare now getting their first look at just how much more they could pay next year. One research group saying premiums will rise an average of 26%, but those currently on subsidies could see premiums double.
I'm at $2.45 right now, so that's kind of scary.
Back at food banks, what could be a more urgent crisis.
I'm concerned that the numbers are going to probably double every day.
Patricia Lamb stretches about $130 a week in SNAP benefits to feed herself and her grandkids. And this month's money is almost gone.
Am I not going to pay my mortgage? Am I not going to pay my power bill, my gas bill?
And now President Trump has said that his administration would figure out a way to keep food benefits flowing, but at this time there hasn't been any concrete details released on that plan.
We'll of course keep you updated as we learn more. We keep it here because coming up next, it is almost Halloween, but it's looking like a wet and rainy one. Josh Colbert's going to break it all down in his first alert for weather forecast, which is right after the break.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads with strategies for your business to grow brands across the streaming apps you know best.
Plus, we have the local expertise that connects you with new customers in Central Washington, Northern Oregon, and the world.
Wherever your market is, whoever your market is, we'll get results that matter and build your business.
Phase 3 Digital from Apple Valley News Now. We know digital. Contact us today.
Did you work at a DOE nuclear site? Do you have your white card? Talk to CNS Cares. We provide the best in-home care for former energy workers. Our local nurses bring you reliable, compassionate care you can count on. And your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
If there's a lot of things you want to do in life, you probably need to get on this program.
Who you choose matters. Visit cnscares.com.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. Kopstein and King for a free live webinar today at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Black Friday is here at More Furniture. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. Up to 50% off store-wide on beautiful living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Free white glove delivery on your purchase of $9.99 or more. We'll bring it in, set it up, and take the hassle out of your holiday upgrade. Plus doorbuster deals you can't afford to miss. Shop early for the very best selections before they're gone.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Wait! Go, go, go! Yeah!
Touchdown, Dallas! Cardinals, Cowboys, Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now.
Next live, Tyler Perry. And Friday, it's Live's Halloween show. It's trending.
I'm not afraid of any creepy crawlers.
You sure about that?
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
An awesome flight over an awesome river. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We will see rain in the forecast. It's going to be possible for Halloween night into Saturday. Doesn't look like it's going to be a total washout, but we'll go ahead and show you that with Futurecast radar. So we put this into motion. This is for tomorrow, 8 a.m. for tomorrow. Some showers up in the Cascades. By lunchtime, Futurecast trying to bring this into the valleys. I think that's a little bit of a bullish take. And then this is the main time frame we're going to be looking at, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. You can see not a whole lot for lower elevations, but just enough to where you might have to dodge a few showers. And I'll show you how you can track said showers here in just a second. But by midnight, rainfall starting to pick up a little bit more in the Cascades. And then as we head into the wee hours of the morning for Saturday, looks like that's going to start to push off towards the east. We'll definitely have more rainfall to deal with throughout the rest of the day on Saturday. But taking it back to Friday night, if you're going to be out and about with the kiddos trick-or-treating, of course, you can track the showers yourself with that interactive radar feature by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, here are the rainfall totals we're expecting through the wee hours of the morning for Saturday. This is an incomplete picture of the storm system, but up through this time frame, around a ½ inch to an inch of rainfall up in the Cascades. There's not much doing to the east of there, but then for the rest of the day on Saturday, and these are subject to change, but we're thinking maybe another inch of rainfall for the Cascades. Not very much at all to the east of there, especially for the valleys and for the lower Columbia Basin. But every little drop helps, right? Especially around this time of the year. Now we'll have more chances for rainfall for Monday through Wednesday. It looks like Sunday is going to be a bit of a reprieve, but for Monday through Wednesday, this is looking like it's going to be another wet storm system, at least for the Cascades, around an 1.5 inches of rainfall. Maybe a little bit more for the valleys this time, but still kind of lacking when it comes to those totals we're expecting for the basin and for the Blue Foothills, but that's still 5 to 7 days out, subject to change. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dry Thursday and Friday, and then small rain chances Halloween night into Saturday. For Yakima, also dry over the next couple days, but shower chances go up Halloween night and especially into Saturday. For Ellensburg, rain likely Halloween night and likely for Saturday as well. A little break in the action Sunday. Then for Hermiston, low to mid 50s with partly to mostly cloudy skies for Thursday and Friday. Low end rain chances Friday night and Saturday. And finally for Walla Walla, about a 20% chance of rain on Halloween night. What does that mean? It means there's an 80% chance you'll stay dry trick-or-treating.
I like the odds of that. 80%.
I do too.
I'd put my money on that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, you're not.
I'm not going to, but I would.
Okay, there it is. Well, after celebrating Halloween this weekend, most Americans will get an extra hour of sleep.
That's right. Daylight saving time ends on Sunday, and our clocks will fall back 1 hour.
The time change also means our days will be shorter and nights will be longer as the official start date of winter gets a little bit closer.
Yeah, daylight saving time for most of the U.S. and many other countries begins in March when our clocks skip forward an hour, and then it ends on the first Sunday of November. Practice began in Europe and the U.S. during World War I to save fuel and power.
In the U.S., states are not required by law to fall back or spring forward. Hawaii, most of Arizona, and some territories in the Pacific and Caribbean did not observe daylight saving time.
It's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah. It is what it is, right?
That's what I was going to say. I look at it at this point where, it's what we've been doing.
Personally, what I would like is just keep it on daylight savings time across the country, make it uniform, but there's a lot of nuance to that, and I don't make laws, so.
It's always exciting that we get an hour of sleep extra.
Yeah, I do.
Even if you don't feel it, an extra hour of sleep.
I know. There's something psychological about it, I guess.
Yeah, it feels better.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah. Physically, probably the same. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, new shows are dropping to Netflix and Hulu, and we're going to tell you about all of them in your entertainment headlines coming up after the break.
Early detection is the way to beat breast cancer. Check yourself regularly and get a mammogram every year. There's more at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Prosser Memorial Health, now scheduling mammograms with your health and safety in mind. This is how we care.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads.
Plus, the local expertise to connect you with new customers. Wherever your market is, we'll get results to build your business. Phase 3 Digital. Contact us today.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
Much to the delight of our customers, John Gray now brings you Gray's Pizza and Bar, your new favorite spot in Grandview for great foods and good times. Be sure to catch all the excitement on local high school game nights. We're open late for your after-game hangouts. And don't miss our Monday to Friday happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. And Sundays, bring the football vibe with our happy hour all day long. Gray's Pizza and Bar. Great deals, great eats right here in Grandview. Come see us today.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community rich in tradition and pride, and Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
Kraken, Rangers. Coverage begins at 7, Saturday on MeTV.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, we're talking about a new hostage drama series at Netflix.
Also, a dark comedy starring Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman coming to Hulu.
Here's ABC's Jacqueline Lee with the latest on what's happening in Hollywood.
Adam Driver has signed on for a new hostage drama series at Netflix called Rabbit Rabbit. The script comes from the same screenwriter behind Top Gun Maverick and The Town. No word yet on a release date.
It's infused with tarragon and adds a bit of bitterness.
Ivy likes to leave a little bit of herself in everything she does.
If you missed The Roses in theaters, you're in luck. The dark comedy starring Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman comes to Hulu on November 20th. Country Music Hall of Famer Randy Travis has announced his ongoing tour will make a special stop in Nashville next month, performing alongside the Nashville Symphony. Travis himself isn't singing, but will appear on stage alongside his wife and the rest of the Randy Travis Band. And the Fonz is celebrating a birthday today. Happy Days star Henry Winkler is 80. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
That Hulu dark comedy looks pretty good.
It looks funny. I've seen little snippets of it here and there, just, you know, whether we're showing it or seeing it. I don't know.
Okay, because I was like, I can't figure out what it is, but just from that, what they showed us.
I feel like part of
I think their marriage is bad.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
Okay. It is. It's a bad marriage, or they're on the outs of getting divorced or something like that, but they're still trying to be civil.
Yeah, because we previewed it way back when it first started, and something about that was firing the neurons.
Yeah, so there's turmoil in the relationship.
Okay, yeah.
But
I'm intrigued.
I think there's some humor in there too. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in your 6:30 half hour, we are talking Election Day as it is just around the corner, and the Kyvie School District is asking voters for a levy renewal on this ballot. We have what exactly they are aiming for coming up in your 6:30 half hour.
Family medicine provider Mariana Guerrero Sanchez is now caring for patients of all ages at Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic. She provides wellness exams, preventative health care, well child checks, women's health, chronic care management, cancer screenings, and more. Se habla español. To schedule an appointment with Mariana, call the Grandview Clinic at 509-203-1080 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Want to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Then join our team at Apple Valley News Now. We're looking for people passionate about helping local businesses thrive in today's evolving market. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models.
See your Inland Empire GMC dealers. Black Friday is here at More Furniture. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. Up to 50% off store-wide on beautiful living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Free white glove delivery on your purchase of $9.99 or more. We'll bring it in, set it up, and take the hassle out of your holiday upgrade. Plus doorbuster deals you can't afford to miss. Shop early for the very best selections before they're gone.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient, so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
Get ready to feast at Legends Casino Hotel's ultimate all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Dive into fresh Dungeness crab, wild Columbia River salmon, juicy prime rib, and much more. Taste it all every Thursday starting at 4 p.m.
Arizona at Dallas. Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Thursday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, guys.
You got some good ones.
These were funny. I saw these later in our last hour, but there's Mischief Night. That's the national day.
National Mischief
yes. National Text Your Ex Day, which PSA
Hard pass.
probably don't do that.
Don't.
Especially the girlies don't. You know, if he wanted to, he will.
How about National Block Your Ex Day?
I like that.
Yeah.
We
That's
should
a good
find
one.
that day.
National Candy Corn Day.
Yeah. Are you
Haunted Refrigerator Night. Haunted Refrigerator Night. That's apparently a thing.
Refrigerator Night.
Yeah. Let me see. What does this say? Like old moldy food in the fridge?
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Well, back to your
they have
question.
a day.
Candy corn.
Not a candy corn.
Not a
person.
candy corn.
Oh, I love candy corn.
Candy corn.
Yeah, and I like to eat it with the colors. You know, you first take off the first bite, and then the next. You know,
just a little.
Trying to make it
nibble.
all perfect. It never is perfect, but
Yeah. Well, hopefully when you're out and about getting your candy corn or whatever you're doing tomorrow night, hopefully the rain holds off. And me and Jade were just talking about it. It looks like we could have some showers for that trick-or-treating time frame. It doesn't look like it's going to be a washout, probably light rainfall on top of that. Here are the big weather stories as we move into this Halloween weekend. First of all, for tonight, one more night of frost that we'll have to deal with. Very end of growing season, so I'm not going to talk about frost anymore after this. Rain possible for, again, that trick-or-treating time frame into Saturday. More rain going to be possible for Monday through Wednesday, and high temperatures staying steady, mostly in the 50s for lower elevations. Wind gusts not a factor for this morning. They were yesterday morning, but they have since really calmed down, and temperatures have really dropped down as we're below freezing in the Tri-Cities and Sunnyside and Yakima and Ellensburg. I would assume we're probably below freezing for Hermiston, so in those areas, that's where you might have a little bit of frost on the exterior of your vehicle for this morning. Here's your coat cast for this Thursday in the Tri-Cities. Heavy jacket weather for this morning, but then around 11 a.m., 12 p.m. should be light jacket weather after that. So for today, for lower elevations, low to mid 50s, partly to mostly cloudy skies. And I'll be tracking those shower chances for that trick-or-treating time frame. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Well, we start this half hour of news with Your Voice, Your Vote, as the Conocoto City School District says strong attendance starts with keeping students engaged both in and out of the classroom.
And that's a part of what's behind a levy renewal appearing on the November ballot. The district is asking voters to approve a replacement educational programs and operations levy that would keep the current tax rate at $1.50 per $1,000 of assessed value.
So if approved, the measure would continue funding programs like athletics, music, and arts, as well as providing funding for counselors, nurses, and classroom support. District leaders say that those programs help create a school environment where students feel connected and motivated to show up every day.
Frankly, this levy is a huge part of funding, but the social aspects as well as the overall relationship that we develop with our community is vital to have.
So all levy dollars would stay local. They would go directly towards Conocoto students, and voters will decide on this replacement levy on November 4th.
Taking you to Pasco now, where the Tri-Cities Airport is celebrating a strong third quarter. Officials say about 127,000 passengers flew out of PSC. This was during July, August, and September, and that's a 2% increase compared to last year. PSC says it's seen steady growth in travel numbers throughout this year, and they're encouraging travelers to keep that momentum going as the year wraps up. Now making a difference this morning, the Benton County Sheriff's Foundation presented a $5,000 check to Jimmy Woohoo Butcher.
So after recently losing his home due to water damage, the Tri-Cities community rallied together to help a beloved volunteer and figure in our community. Several local businesses have provided free services to help get Butcher a new home, and hundreds of donors have raised over $22,000 through his online fundraiser, with this latest donor being the Benton County Sheriff's Foundation.
Heard about the situation with Jimmy, all the support that he was getting from all these local people here, and we talked to the foundation. They wanted to help as well, and so being able to just contribute a small amount towards that cause to help give back to the community a little bit is what the foundation is really about, and helping support our mission of helping the community and serving the community that we live here in.
Butcher and his family say that with the help of the community, they are making good progress towards getting him a new home.
I love it. You
Good
notice
people
it.
doing good things.
That's
There
it
we
right
go.
there. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, we are talking sports and highlighting a special player from the Seattle Kraken. Kraken Player of the Week is back, and we have the details on who it is this week. It's coming up after the break.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Legacy lives in the people who've made this place home. For decades, Happel and Community First Bank have been part of that legacy. Different names, same mission, invested in every relationship. We're coming together to keep building what matters, because legacy doesn't end. It lives on in every loan, every dream, every member helped.
Hi, welcome to Hapo.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
It's early fall on the St. Joe River in northern Idaho.
There's a great hiking spot. This is a high-class fly fishing river.
An amazing Fly the Northwest.
Couldn't get anywhere more beautiful.
Apple Valley News Now, Tuesday at 6.
Next Live, Tyler Geary. And Friday, it's Live's Halloween show. It's trending.
I'm not afraid of any creepy crawlers.
You sure about that?
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is not going to be as sunny as yesterday. It's not going to be as mild as yesterday. We'll have partly to mostly cloudy skies, and these high temperatures not going to be in the 60s, unfortunately, down into the 50s, low to mid 50s for the valleys, for the basin, for the foothills, and 40s and 50s up in the highest terrain of both the Cascades and the Blues. High temperatures staying put for the most part in the 50s over the next 7 days. So in Yakima, we will be in the 50s over the next 7 days, but cutting it very close to 60 for Saturday. I think in the Tri-Cities, we'll probably breach 60 for Saturday. We'll cut it very close for Sunday, but in general, in the 50s, and in general below average for the last week of October and the first week of November. Okay, for tonight, dealing with that potential for frost. Again, I've talked about it at length all week, but this is the very end of growing season, so this is really going to be the last gasp of us talking about frost, but that will be a potential for tonight in the valleys, for the basin, and for the foothills. So in those areas, be sure you're taking those steps to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. And overnight lows going to stay mostly in the 30s over the next 7 days, but we'll have a couple nights where we'll have a hard time dropping below 40 degrees, which I don't think anyone is complaining about too much. Okay, here is that trick-or-treating forecast for the trick-or-treating time frame for tomorrow night, 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. You can see cloudy skies, temperatures in the 40s and 50s. It does not look like it's going to be a washout, though. This is mostly going to be light rainfall, and I'll time it out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
I think Josh, 640, talking sports now, from scoring the franchise's first ever hat trick to now serving as its captain. Jordan Eberle is a Kraken history maker.
And that's exactly why he's this week's Seattle Kraken player profile. Our very own Jake Gable has more details, so take a look.
The Kraken Player Profile, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Jordan Eberle joined the Seattle Kraken as a key selection in the 2021 NHL expansion draft, immediately stepping into a leadership role as an alternate captain. He quickly made history, scoring the franchise's first hat trick in a 5-2 victory against the Buffalo Sabres. His ability to perform in crucial moments was further showcased when he scored Seattle's first Stanley Cup playoff overtime goal, securing a 3-2 win against the Colorado Avalanche in the 2023 Western Conference first round. In March 2024, Eberle celebrated a significant milestone, playing his 100th NHL game. His leadership culminated into an announcement on October 8, 2024, when Jordan was named the second captain in Seattle Kraken history, a testament to his profound contributions to the team. Most recently, Jordan Eberle scored 2 goals, contributing to the Seattle Kraken's 3-2 victory over the Edmonton Oilers this past Saturday, marking his first multi-point effort of the season and his 4th goal in the last 4 games. He opened the scoring early in the game and added the eventual game winner in the 3rd period. This performance helped the Kraken continue their best start in franchise history.
And with 4 goals in his last 4 games, he continues to write new chapters in the team's best start ever. And keep it here, because coming up next, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Josh is back with your full First Alert weather forecast. It's all on the other side of the break.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads with strategies for your business to grow brands across the streaming apps you know best.
Plus, we have the local expertise that connects you with new customers in Central Washington, Northern Oregon, and the world.
Wherever your market is, whoever your market is, we'll get results that matter and build your business.
Phase 3 Digital from Apple Valley News Now. We know digital. Contact us today.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1-hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
The old me was stuck in the daily grind. My routine didn't allow for any self-expression. I found clay, and that changed everything. I realized my calling was to give others the space to be creative, to build something. And that's how Clayton was born. Having a Chase Ink card has allowed us to grow it and bring people together. There's a creative side in all of us. That's what I hope people come here to find.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Ink Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance for your heating system check. Call before November 14th to schedule your appointment, and you'll pay only $96. We'll evaluate your equipment and explain issues that could affect your comfort. A Vance heating system check this fall can ensure your home stays warm and cozy all winter. Don't wait. Call today or book online.
Hubby's would like to thank you for all the love, Tri-Cities. We are still open and still your neighborhood slice. Ovens on, doors are open, ready to serve you with warm hearts. Hubby's Pizza has your favorites, made with love. Tonight, keep it local. Order for pickup or delivery, or grab a seat and say hi. Bring the whole crew. Groups and parties are welcome. From our family to yours, thank you for standing with Hubby's Pizza. Find us online or call us to start your order.
Get this exceptional offer on select Cadillac models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
An awesome flight over an awesome river. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, rain will be possible for Halloween night into Saturday. It doesn't look like Halloween night's going to be a washout, though. So we'll go ahead and show you that with Futurecast Radar. We put this in motion, got a new model run into the Weather Center. So let's see what it says. All right, 8 in the morning, just a few showers up into the Cascades. It's still being bullish with some of the shower chances during the valleys during the day. I do think there could be a 10% chance of some rainfall in the Kittitas Valley for tomorrow. Maybe not so much for the Yakima Valley. We'll see how it pans out. Now, this is the main time frame, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. I want you to see what Futurecast thinks about this. Not very much for lower elevations, but not completely dry. Maybe a few showers that need to be dodged. I'll show you how to track those in just a second. By midnight, still it looks like the bulk of this is up in the Cascades, but as we head into the wee hours of the morning on Saturday, eventually this is going to start to push off towards the east, and we'll have more rain chances during the day on Saturday. But for Friday night, you can track all the showers yourself, that interactive radar feature, by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. That is going to come in very handy for tomorrow night. Okay, here's some of the rainfall totals we're expecting through 5 in the morning on Saturday. So this is an incomplete picture of the storm system, but up to this point, around a half an inch to an inch of rainfall for the Cascades to the east of there. Not much doing at all. Now, throughout the rest of the day on Saturday, maybe another inch of rainfall for the Cascades. You can see not very much at all for the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, or the Lower Columbia Basin, and just minimal totals for the foothills and for the Blues. Get a reprieve in the action for Sunday, and then more rain chances from Monday through Wednesday. Overall, this looks like it's going to be another wet one for the Cascades, an inch and a half of rainfall. It's still 5 to 7 days out, so definitely these numbers are going to change, but maybe a little bit more rain for the valleys this time. It's still not very much for the basin, which is unfortunate. We need the rain. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dry Thursday and Friday, then small rain chances Halloween night into Saturday. In Yakima, also dry over the next couple days, but shower chances go up Halloween night and especially into Saturday. For Ellensburg, rain likely Halloween night and likely for Saturday as well. A little break in the action Sunday. For Hermiston, low to mid-50s with partly to mostly cloudy skies for Thursday and Friday. Low in rain chances Friday night and Saturday. And finally, for Walla Walla, about a 20% chance of rain on Halloween night, thus an 80% chance you'll stay dry trick-or-treating. I personally like those odds. Okay, let's head out to New York City and see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, food banks across the country working overtime. As the federal shutdown stretches to a full month and the discontinuation of the nation's largest food assistance program looms.
I'm at $2.45 right now.
Food bank workers expect food insecurity to skyrocket.
It's been days that I haven't gone to sleep because I'm thinking, what's going to happen to all of us?
SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, serves nearly 42 million people every month. But if the shutdown continues, SNAP funding will stop on November 1st.
It's hard to say we need help, especially as mamas, you know. We're supposed to take care of our babies, and when we can't, we need help.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we are live from one of our nation's food banks, how they can help you through this difficult time and how you can give back. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News, New Orleans.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make players celebrate like winners, or make two move like one. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
Now, the Morning Sprint.
Time is 6:50. It's time for your morning sprint. We start off with your national headlines. We have another update on the investigation into the Louvre heist. The Paris prosecutor has told French radio that 5 new suspects have been arrested in connection to the robbery. 2 suspects had previously been arrested in connection with the theft, and yesterday French prosecutors say those 2 suspects admitted their involvement in that theft. However, the crown jewels have still not been located at this time.
What a wild story, isn't it?
So wild.
Okay, 6:51 of your business news this morning. In South Korea on Tuesday, President Trump had his first face-to-face meeting in 6 years with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. Following that meeting, the president said they reached a trade deal and agreed on, quote, almost everything. Trump agreed to lower overall tariffs on Chinese goods from 57% to 47%, and that's because China agreed to take more action on fentanyl. Trump also saying they resolved the issue of China's export controls on rare earth supplies, which are essential for making almost all high-tech products. The president saying that the Chinese president will be visiting here, and he will be going back to China in March.
Now to your health headlines. People who pay for Obamacare coverage may soon have to pay more. The price tag on premiums for the Affordable Care Act will rise an average of 26% in 2026. It marks one of the biggest increases in more than a decade. Researchers also say the actual amount paid next year will be a lot higher because enhanced premium subsidies will be expired by then. This expiration of the subsidies is the crux of the fight regarding the ongoing government shutdown.
In your sports headlines this morning, the Toronto Blue Jays are just 1 win away from their first World Series title in 32 years. Blue Jays beating the Dodgers 6-1 in Game 5 of the series in LA Wednesday night. Toronto rookie pitcher Trey Yesavage threw 7 standout innings, striking out 12 while allowing only 3 hits. He got early offensive support from his teammates as Davis Schneider and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. knocked back-to-back homers to start the game. Blue Jays now have a 3-2 series lead as the Fall Classic shifts back to Toronto for Game 6 tomorrow. 6:53 now, and it's time to take a look at the top 5 local stories you need to know this morning, starting with an update on a shooting from a Pasco house party. It happened last weekend, and now 2 people have been arrested in connection to that shooting. Pasco police telling us 2 men, Osman Morales Salto and Brian Pandura Valenzuela, have been arrested on 6 counts of assault each. One was arrested in Pullman on Tuesday, the other arrested in Idaho, now awaiting extradition back to Franklin County.
And a Yakima man has been found guilty of illegal elk trafficking. Officials say 52-year-old Braden Tequil was sentenced to 14 days in jail in Kittitas County. He's also been ordered to pay thousands of dollars in fines. Investigators say he sold dozens of elk on the black market in Washington and Oregon until undercover officers caught him in a sting operation. Officials say the illegal trade puts a serious strain on wildlife population in the states.
Canabaton City School District says strong attendance starts with keeping students engaged both in and out of the classroom, and that's a part of what's behind a levy renewal appearing on the November ballot. Now, the district is asking voters to approve a replacement educational programs and operations levy that would keep the current tax rate at $1.50 per $1,000 of assessed value. If approved, the measure would continue funding for programs like athletics, music, and arts, as well as funding for counselors, nurses, and classroom support. Voters will decide on that replacement levy November 4th.
And millions of Americans could lose access to food stamps in the coming weeks amid the federal government shutdown. The USDA announced it does not have the money to pay for SNAP benefits. Locally, food banks are bracing for the bigger need. St. Vincent de Paul in Pasco is already seeing more people coming through the doors, and they're preparing for even more. They're stocking up, and they're asking the community for donations and more volunteers, as it's needed now more than ever.
And WSU Tri-Cities is hosting their annual Trunk or Treat on campus this evening. It'll run from 5:30 to 7:30. The event's free, it's open to the public, and this year the Student Entertainment Board will also include a small haunted maze. There's about 20 trunks participating in this year's Trunk or Treat, again tonight at WSU Tri-Cities campus. All right, 6:55 trending this morning. It's creepy, kooky, mysterious, and spooky.
The Addams Family. There it is. Well, this house is located just outside of Milwaukee in West Allis, Wisconsin, and they've got the whole Addams family there, including Thing and Cousin It.
You can see the incredible detail and also a real staircase.
That is
wow,
beautiful.
Wow, yeah. So in years past, the same family has created what would be one of my favorites, the Wizard of Oz scene, a Scooby-Doo scene. They do it for Halloween for fun, to be creative.
And your theme for your Trunk or Treat is Wizard of Oz, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Tell us a little bit about it. It's like got the yellow brick road, right?
Yellow brick road, the poppies, the Emerald City, the rainbows.
Cute. I can't wait to see it.
Genevieve has dictated Halloween this year, so it's a Wizard of Oz Wicked kind of mashup scenario.
Yeah, and if you need some evil monkeys, I heard Somewhere on the Loose in Mississippi yesterday.
Oh yes, yeah, that was our story yesterday.
Yeah, hard pass on the monkeys.
Yeah, let's not go locate them. But you guys are also doing a family costume, and you're doing Wizard of Oz, and you're Auntie M.
Yeah, because Genevieve said she wanted to be Dorothy, and I said, okay, I'll be Glinda.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, you and Daddy are Auntie M and Uncle Henry. I need parents.
Yeah, the logic makes sense.
The logic behind that 3.5-year-old brain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Laying down the law, too.
Laying down the law. I know, and you're laying down the forecast, talking about some spooky weather.
Yeah, rain chances, but they're not that high rain chances, but just enough to download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app to track it yourself. Okay, here are the current temperatures this morning, right around freezing for the foothills and base in the valleys. So it might be a little bit frosty out there for this morning as you're headed out the door. Here's your hourly forecast for this Thursday in the Tri-Cities. We get some sunshine for today. I think the clouds are going to win out, and highs will end up in the mid-50s, low to mid-50s in general for lower elevations. All of us dealing with partly to mostly cloudy skies, not as nice as yesterday. Big weather stories, frosty again for tonight. We'll have chances for rain tomorrow night into Saturday. Again, not a washout, and then more rain going to be possible from Monday through Wednesday, so tracking that into next week. High temperatures staying steady like they've done all October long. They'll stay put in the 50s.
For your costume tomorrow, you need a green suit and just stand at the weather wall.
So I could be a
you could be,
floating head,
yeah.
or some part of my body is missing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Try it.
I dare you.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. It's applevalleynewsnow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We're back tonight with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.